we're starting to wrap up our Texas Declutter Season 2, and all of those projects that I mentioned in the first episode, I want to start tackling those today. So things that we decided maybe just weren't working, whether it's fixing some of the design from the first season or it's reorganizing things so that it works better for them, all of those things we assessed in the first episode, I want to go back today and finally fix. We're going to start by doing this trim because it has been bugging me ever since Season 1. We did not have time in the moment to change directions, so we're going to start it today. You guys love the first season of our Texas Declutter so much that you requested a second season. So I'm now back at my parents' home to do a second pass at decluttering the spaces from the previous series, to finish any mistakes we may have previously made, and to declutter and organize more spaces throughout their house. This is going to be a very realistic series of what you can accomplish as you continue through your declutter journey. Stay tuned. One thing that I've learned this year is that it's okay to make mistakes. If something isn't perfect the first time around, it's okay. I think rooms need a lot of tweaking before they're fully finished. So if you aren't happy with something, what I've learned is just to change it. The next thing I wanted to change was this rug. While I do think we need something in the craft room, I think this rug is not the right size for this space, so we're going to move it to the guest room, which will also be really good for little Dirk. And it may not be the perfect size either for this room, but we're reusing something that we already have, which keeps us from needing to run to the store to buy something more. And I would like to put this rug underneath the bed, but this bed is insanely heavy. Without Jackson, we are definitely not able to lift it at all. Next up, I'm definitely taking this down. I know my mom was trying to be artistic in placing it here, but I am not a fan. But I do think this wall needs something more to it, which I think that is ultimately what she was aiming for. Instead of this, we have her artwork from high school that she discovered in another declutter, and I think the dark frame would add some really great contrast that's lacking here, so we're gonna try it. And that's another thing about continuing your declutter journey, especially if you're someone like my mom who's been in her home for 40 years, you're bound to uncover some decor that is definitely going to make your space unique and very special for you. We grabbed this at Big Lots the other day, really hoping this will work. For now, it's good. My mom's decor style is closer to a maximalist style, so I'd like to incorporate more of her decor in this space. She really wants more of these shelves displayed, so we thought that adding this shelf would not only add some extra warmth to the space, but it would be a really great space to display them. I also know that she really wants this. This was my Nana's. And then we do have a lot of different pieces that are kind of looking at some The next thing I want to do is address this little corner. Whenever I walk into a room, I judge it based on how it feels to me. And when there's too much stuff, it's almost like it just kind of sends my anxiety up, and I feel it. One thing that I've been noticing is how I feel when I look at this corner, and to me personally, it just feels like a little too aggressive. There's no breathing room right here. So what I want to do is take away some of this stuff, especially these fish. I know my mom loves them because they were my Nana's, but I'm thinking that I could set them on the quilting table or just somewhere else and give them a moment, but I don't think their moment is right here. They're competing with too many things. You know, might even put one of these up high. That feels better. We do have a lot of extra decor in this room. She said it's fine, we'll just put it to the side. It doesn't need to all go back up. I do want to put her frames back up that I took down earlier. You can see like this. It's just too wide, so if you cut it lengthwise, they really just fit, and you can like, get more bang for your buck. You have to be careful if you put them on the side, and if it's a picture that you'll be able to see from this angle, because you'll be able to see this. Put this one up top, down here, and theirs aren't super heavy, so 2 should probably be good. Nobody's here to hold these and help me gauge where they should go, so I'm gonna rely on the viewfinder and the camera. I'm kind of thinking like maybe here. We're just gonna have to go with it. Is one of them a little bit too high? Yes. Is it okay? Yes. It'll drive yourself crazy if you're trying to be perfect all the time. I like the idea of putting the seahorse guy down there. Oh, actually kind of like that. That's actually really fun. You know, and it was just on a whim, but I really like it. It's really cute and cozy. Whenever we did the bathroom makeover, we put this painting of my Nana's in the bathroom, and you said you have to be careful because of the moisture, and we're gonna put this one in here so that it's better, and then the other one, the one that my mom had from high school, we're gonna put that in the bathroom. So my mom is short, so she's requested that it's shorter. Voila! Really into the blanket, actually. It looks really cute, and it just is cozy. If you want to know more about my real everyday life while I'm not decluttering, you can check out the new vlog channel. First few episodes are out, and I vlogged all of our move to South Korea. There will be a new video on the vlog channel every Monday. And if you're missing Izzy, she is all over that channel, so check it out. Next up is a bathroom. I really wanted to do the floor, but I ended up just moving it to the guest room closet, and there are some tasks that are very straightforward, like laying the tile, that doesn't necessarily need me. My mom just needs to do it, but there are a lot of declutter and organizing projects that my mom is just not very good at, or like the decorating, things that she really needs my help with. So it's better that I get all of those things done first and then revisit all of the straightforward tasks if we have time. Right now we're gonna go ahead and just skip the floor, and I'm hoping that at the end of all of this work that we've done, it is the one project that still needs to be done. So we're not gonna be doing that, but everything else in the bathroom is good. We did switch out this photo. This is what I mean by like wanting to be very strategic about where you put your Velcro, otherwise you're going to see it. It kind of ties in like the really dark shower curtain rod up here, but I like this here. We do have my Nana's little bubble fish that my mom was like, you didn't put those back up. She really wanted them up. So I think that might be something that I need to put up today. She also wants this clock back up, but we wanted to conceal it a bit. We're gonna put this up where it's a little less noticeable. As I come back, I told you guys I want to reassess like what's working and what's not. The organization, it's kind of like getting a little out of control, and that's just not working. Like there's not enough space. The towels don't have enough space to breathe. Like they're just really compact. More stuff is just kind of exploding. So I really want to work on reorganizing that cabinet, and one of the huge pieces of that was getting the oils out and moving those to that really cool rack that we put in the craft room. This is where the oils were, and they were exploding. So now I have empty bin where the oils were. What's great about organizing is that once you categorize everything you have, you stop buying it in doubles and triples because you know exactly what you have and you know where to find it. Over the year, she's going to use this, and then eventually, you know, she's only going to have a couple of bottles in here because she's no longer rebuying them. So this is a long process. You just have to start by getting organized, and then it'll always get a little bit easier. We were looking for this the other day, and I was like, Mom, I know you have some. I'm not sure why it got put back here. This is working. Having this extra bin is working for her. It's been able to save her time and money from not going to store to have to buy it, and she's using it, so this is working. I did take out the towels, but this is like jam-packed. Right now it's not full because the laundry is being done, but I will come back and I'll add all the towels before I show you the final look. Now is this section. This is not working, and this is meant for travel. I know she also had COVID, and she might have just gotten more medicine because she got sick. This seems like pain relief. Kind of cleaned up the medicine box a little bit, and because I know my mom's watching this will just be a reminder to her to go through her medicine cabinet and see what needs to go, what's expired, because there are some prescriptions here that we already have a system that's working, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the extras back here. Then we have this. Let's go ahead and put that back. Hair stuff is working for her. There's a lot of lotion here. Why don't we put some of them in the extra bin? Okay, so look, this guy's huge. There we go. That looks a little better, a little calmer. I'm just gonna throw this one in the back. It just looks better. Come back and relabel. She realized after we organized this that she doesn't have her painter nails. I don't even think she's ever going to use these again. So I'm gonna set them out right now. She might only keep like one or two, and then we'll go ahead and just put these in the back, and then these back there. This is what we really need to work on. You know, let's give her credit because this is way better than what it was, so this is a good thing. She said this is working really well. We need to put this stuff, I think, with the oil. So this is all still contained and working, and this just looks like her back brace and then some extra cash. We can go ahead and just put this back because the makeup bin is perfect for her. What I'm gonna try to do up top, leave the travel stuff in the very back that is working for her, and let's just make more space for the towels. And lastly, for the papers, we're gonna try a completely different system, which is something we already established in the craft room episode, so check that one out. Then we have her papers, and she made this thing. Puts all of her receipts in here, I guess. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take this out and put it over here. Move these forward. I also found an extra one of these when we were decluttering just now, so I'm gonna try and put some of these little things that are collecting in this. Lens wipes. This is okay. I feel like this is working. It's staying pretty nice. The only thing I'm gonna do is, I know it's not gonna be pretty, but she wanted this underneath, so we're just gonna set that on top here, but we're just gonna make it work for now. Okay. Just like with decluttering, it takes multiple passes for getting everything really organized. Remember, it's always like this puzzle, like you're just moving things around until finally it all fits. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. We're almost finished with it. I will see you very soon for another episode. Bye.